Business Matters, presented by the Guamanian Magazine.
Resorts World Manila is located next to the newest Terminal 3 of the Ninoy Aquino International Airport. It was the Philippines' first integrated resort, boasting 2 5-star properties, the Marriott and Maxim hotels, the mid-range Belmont, and the budget Remington Hotel. Rounding out the complex is a casino, a performing arts theater, a shopping mall, and dozens of restaurants. We caught up with RWM Chief Operating Officer Stephen Riley on the corporate yacht.
What we actually see is an awful lot of business now which is actually coming through, which are looking for not just the 5-star brand or the 4-star brand or even the 3-star brand. Some people are actually going for budget, and there's nothing wrong with that at all. So what we do is we cater for everybody's demand, from the top corporate level down to those people who are just here as a tourist coming through, or maybe don't have the budget to spend. So our expansions now are with our own brands, which have been developed in some time ago, but now we've also got a number of 5-star hotels coming up, but not forgetting the 4-star and the 3-star, and for those people who are being budget conscious.
Resorts World Manila is a joint venture of Alliance Global, a conglomerate led by Filipino billionaire Andrew Tan, and Genting Hong Kong, also owners of Star Cruise Lines. RWM currently has more than 1,200 rooms and expects to increase that to 4,500 in the next 2 to 3 years. It is in the midst of Phase 3 of one of the Philippines' most aggressive hotel and resort expansions.
So we partnered with Marriott many years ago. That was one of the first hotels we opened. So Marriott, with its rewards points and loyalty members throughout the world, has just got into partnership now with Starwood, with the acquisition. Well, with Starwood, actually, we're building a Sheraton hotel, so that's a great merger. And then, of course, we have the Hilton brand as well. So you can imagine their database worldwide, and that coming into the Philippines. And of course, people love brands. So rather than managing all the hotels ourselves and run them under our own name, I'd rather get a good, solid management company, world class, keep it first class, and that's what we're doing at Resorts World.
Riley says RWM is also a leader in the growing Philippine MICE business, meetings, incentives, conferences, and exhibitions. The centerpiece is the Marriott Grand Ballroom, the largest in the country.
That's 8,000 square meter ballroom on its own, plus 17 other meeting rooms. Now, the demand we've seen for that ballroom since it opened last year is absolutely incredible. And that's both domestic and international. It's so close to the airport. It's so convenient for people coming into Manila. It's doing extremely well. And with the other hotels coming up to support those influx of visitors, it's only going to do better.
RWM is also building a series of bridges that will link the entire complex. Riley calls it true integration, in which customers can move from hotel to hotel or other facilities without suffering through traffic or the elements. Riley's best advice for growing tourism is constant promotion. And for the local industry, he says, keep selling Guam and the Guam story.
You have to always look at your inbound. Make sure you keep it attractive. Make sure your pricing is competitive, but always beat the drum. Never stop beating that drum. Always show every single aspect of beauty, and the history as well is very important. In the Philippines for many years, a lot of people didn't know what was really happening in the Philippines, how beautiful the Philippines was. I mean, recently some of the islands have been voted the best in the world, some of the best beach resorts in the world. You have to keep on promoting, and the Department of Tourism here has done a fantastic job in the last 5 or 6 years, and they continue to do so. There's a lot of competition in Southeast Asia. Of course, Guam is out to the east, out in the Pacific Ocean, but of course people want to know a little bit more about it. If you ask me today about Guam, yes, I have visited. I liked it extremely, but for many people, they don't know about Guam.
Meanwhile, the Guam Visitors Bureau recently announced a record 1.5 million tourist arrivals for the year, despite a continued slide in the main Japanese market. Local industry leaders know that continued growth will require new hotel developments. And Riley says Guam will need to figure out what's best for its market.
Well, the international brands are always sought after. People recognize a name, and a brand truly is a brand. I mean, that's why I mentioned earlier that we went with the Hilton, the Sheraton, the Marriott, and other. I say that's a good way to go. Of course, there's always new brands coming up. There's a lot of boutique hotels. If that works for a Pacific market, that's absolutely fine. But we know what works for Manila. And we've also seen with the Guamanians coming in, they like the brands as well. I mean, with our tie-up with St. Luke's and medical tourism, of course we have a full offering in one facility. So we know what to offer the particular market, and it's working out well.
Reporting from Manila for KOM's Business Matters, I'm Nestor Lecanto.
Business Matters, presented by the Guamanian Magazine.